Good morning, News in Motion family. How are we doing today? Today is Wednesday, July 12th, 2023. We are still in the Young People Takeover Month, but today we have Well Spoken Wednesday with our very own Lexi and Isaiah um, from News in Motion. If you enjoyed yesterday's segment of Let's Talk About It Tuesday, please let us know in the chat if you enjoyed Let's Talk About It Tuesday and the heavy topics that Lexi and Isaiah discussed on yesterday. Um, we have some new topics to talk about on Well Spoken Wednesday. We will be talking about saving your money and the pitfalls of financial baking. Financial baking. So as I see some people coming into the room, good morning to you, Dr. Antoinette, tuning in through Facebook. Good morning to you, Miss Adrian, tuning in through YouTube. Good morning to you, Miss Deborah Johnson, tuning in through Facebook. And good morning, Kaylani, tuning in through YouTube. Be sure to invite a friend. Be sure to take some notes. Grab your pen and paper. And also grab your breakfast, too, because we are starting bright and early today. Good morning to you, Miss Marianne Jackson. And quickly, Miss Deborah Johnson says yesterday's show was fire. We appreciate the love and support. So, with that being said, y'all know what we do here. Let's get ready to hear some news in motion from the young people. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for tuning in to News in Motion. I am one half the Young People Dynamic Duo, Isaiah Jones. I will be joined by Lexi momentarily. But how did everyone enjoy yesterday's show on Let's Talk About It Tuesday? I hope you enjoyed that segment. We will definitely have more of that segment coming in later on in the months. But how is everybody doing today? We're halfway through the week, y'all. We are halfway through the week. I saw some more people come in here. Good morning to you, Miss Donita Booker. Good morning to you, Mr. Robert Holman. Good morning to you, Miss Kim Emerson, tuning in through YouTube. And good morning, Deborah Sneed, tuning in on Facebook. Dr. Antoinette said yesterday was great. Thank you so much for that. For all the support and all the, the comments and just the outpouring. And also shout out again to Miss Gail Dudley for giving me and Lexi this platform to give the headline news from a young people's perspective. Miss Yvonne Garner, good morning to you. How are you doing today? She said, good morning, and I enjoyed the show on yesterday. Listen, we're going to have more of tech. Let's talk about it Tuesday. But today, we're doing something different. It's kind of like Let's Talk About It, but it's going to be Well Spoken Wednesday. And Kim Emerson says, Happy Hump Day. Happy Hump Day to you as well. So, getting started with our first headline news. This is being reported by Dr. Well. That is spelled W-E-I-L, not W-E-L-L. But this is being reported by Dr. Well. Summer sinus issues becoming a nosis? Try these 5 ideas. These 5 ideas include acupuncture. I didn't know that acupuncture can help with a sinus infection. Hot compress. Now, hot compress, especially if you have like an essential oil, like some peppermint to go with the steam from the shower. Listen, that'll clean you right up. That'll clean you right up. Steam and also tying in with steam inhalation, inhaling steam with a little bit of oil of eucalyptus, and it may ease some sinus clogging. You can do this in the bathroom with the shower on hot, with the door closed, or creak the door a little bit so you're not walking into a sauna once you're done with the shower. Saline flushes, flushing out your nasal passages with a warm saline solution can help relieve sinus congestion and prevent sinus infection. Or looking at your diet, what you consume can also play a part in, your allergies being activated in the summer. Um, but those are just some five. Those are 5 tips to help you with a sinus infection, especially for those in this summer, spring type of time period. Deborah Johnson says acupuncture can take care of so much. Never really tried acupuncture, but hear it's painful, but it's worth it. So, to go, no pain, no gain. That's how the saying goes. Marion Jackson said, I enjoyed the show. I enjoyed yesterday's show. The young people are straight fire. Thank you so much. We appreciate that. Speaking of which, with my co-host, Lexi, where you at? There you are.
Hi, everybody. There we go.
How you doing?
What's up?
What's up? Look at us talking like Mr. Kenny. Mr. Kenny, if you want here, good morning to you. But Lexi, I'm going to let you take it away with the headline news, and I'll be right back.
Yeah. Well, good morning, News in Motion family. Good morning, Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube. I see the YouTube gang up in here. So thank you to Auntie Gail, as usual, and the wonderful team behind News in Motion, because without her, me and Isaiah would not be in front of you. So my question for today, if you had to use one word to describe your year thus far, because we're past halfway through, what would it be? Just one word to describe this year thus far, the first 6 months. What do we think it is? And if you have a word for the second half of your year that reflects off of your first half, that's cool too. I said perseverance. So persevering. Ooh, Miss Deborah Johnson said fool. That's a really good word. Challenging. Auntie Latrice said understood. I hear that for sure. But yeah, persevering, try to reach goals and achieve things internally and externally, keeping myself constantly motivated and focused on my goals. I absolutely understand that. And you all should do the same too. So persevering throughout the year, that is most definitely. I think at the beginning of the year, my word was prosperity. Yeah, prospering. Yep, prosperity. So that's still flowing through. But yeah, for sure. Miss Antoinette Gatewood Sky said interesting. Yeah, that's a good word too. Interesting. Real. Shirley Nicholson said real. I see that for sure. Real. So we've got full, we've got challenging, we've got interesting, we've got real. What else? What else? What other words would describe your first half of your year or your second half of your year? Like, what are you looking forward to? Marion Jackson said challenging. I'm saying, okay, look at y'all get real and all in your emotions on here. Challenging, understood. We hear that for sure. But as y'all keep dropping those in the comments, I'm going to slide right on into my first headline news for you. So, technology and finance is upgrading. This story comes from the Wall Street Journal. Anyone have kids that are using their own card now or have taken an Uber for the first time alone? Well, I'm a first-time maker myself, so let's talk about the effects this change is having on you and me. Donita Hill Booker said busy. Busy. I hear that one too. Busy, non-stop running. Well, in the past year, a constantly growing number of payment apps for kids have been evolving constantly. Some of us you've used to been asked to be taken. Some of us kids have been asking to be taken somewhere all the time. Maybe we want an Amazon package for ourselves or someone else, but we can order it for ourselves now. Or for kids 13 to 17, we have Venmo kids accounts, or even Chase Bank apps and all the other apps and all the other things. So I quote from the Wall Street Journal: Cash App, Fidelity, Amazon, and others have already offered similar services they pitch as a way to satisfy both adolescent desires for the apps and parents' anxiety about how to manage their usage. They continued, for parents, these teen services are kind of a financial learner's permit that offers new ways to monitor their kids and instill better spending habits. Still, it is one more thing to worry about. Good morning, Fred Jones, Uncle Free. Hey. These apps are expected to grow rapidly in the next couple of years, I quote. They are a proven way for tech companies to attract younger customers and retain them into adulthood, said Seth Pelliter, excuse me if I say that wrong, a production management director who has worked in fintech companies. But remember, there is always a risk to financial freedom. WSJ talked to a family who has experienced the ups and the downs of this freedom. I quote, Hayden recently tried Uber for teens for the first time to get home from the mall while her parents were working. She says she was nervous waiting for the car because she couldn't choose the gender of her driver. They continue to say, when you're completely alone and you're a POC woman, it's kind of scary. She said, so I was just panicking for like 30 minutes trying to figure out the whole system. In the end, she said she found it easy to use. They later stated, there have also been learning experiences and missteps, Hayden said, including a scam she fell for by sharing her account information. Fortunately, the lost $125 was recovered. Fidelity has seen great growth in their teen accounts, with over half of their youth accounts have placed trade and started to invest. I quote, Green Lights banking and investing apps for kids and teens has 6 million parents and teens signed up, said Tim Sheenan, the company's chief executive. Through the app, parents can track their kids' spending, investing, and even pay them interest. So with all of this constant change, do you think that this is too fast? Do you like the idea of this whole apps and Uber for teens and everything? Now, me personally, I'm not getting in a car by myself with some stranger and I can't choose the gender or anything like that. Now, they did explain in the story, the mother could see everything, like from where if she got from point A to point B, all of the information about the driver, the age, the gender, and everything, because they do a background check for Uber to see like what kind of person you are to make sure you're safe and trustworthy to be taking these people places. So the mother did say she did feel comfortable with that, but what do you think about that? I mean, I don't know. But now for your national days. Amazon Prime Day. Pause. Go get your life with Amazon. It is the last day. At 12 midnight, it is over. It's done. No more sales. Well, they'll always have sales, but not like this. Not like this. You need to go get your life back with Amazon Prime. Get your gift cards, share with people, this, that, and the other. Just go. Please go to Amazon. I did an article on it a couple days ago. You can go back and watch it. Please go get your Amazon Prime life, okay? It is Etch a Sketch Day for Mexico. It is Lawyer's Day. I was the Uber for my kids back in Memphis said I'm weak. Not too sure about the Uber for children. Yeah, that's how I feel. For sure. And Yvonne D. Gardner is just putting laughing emoji. Yeah, that's how I feel. That is exactly how I don't know how about that. It was Mexico's Lawyer Day. It is National Different Colored Eyes Day. I've seen someone with different colored eyes. I don't know. Do you guys know anybody who has different colored eyes? I mean, it's kind of like weird, but it's unique, so I like it. National Eat Your Jello Day. I mean, okay, I'm getting to your Jello bag if you like Jello. National Hair Creditors Day. Okay. National Pecan Pie Day. Okay. Yvonne D. Gardner says, I say no for Uber for children. Okay. Which Auntie Latrice said, I hit that Prime Day yesterday, going back today. There you go, Auntie. So she's getting her like, there we go. National Simplicity Day. So if you're a simple person, Amazon still has the stuff for you. This is not promotion. I'm just telling you so you can really just evolve, okay? It is Simplicity Day, so shout out to those who are simple, rock it, and own it. National Tyler Day. Shout out to you, boo. It's your day. If your name is Tyler or it's in your middle name, it's your last name. Whoop, whoop. New Conversations Day. Try having a different conversation with someone. It can open up your perspective, but remember, the fool speaks and the wise man listens. Shirley Nicholson said, ditto. Night of Nights. There's also Night of Nights Day, according to nationaltoday.com. The Night of Nights is celebrated annually every July 12th. It commemorates when the last commercial Morse code transmission in the U.S. was sent. Many years ago, messages usually in Morse code were transmitted by radio waves. And last but not least, it is Paper Bag Day. So, thanks everybody for listening. But yeah, I see all y'all talk about the Uber still. For sure. But yeah, I say I can come back in here. We can keep moving.
Listen, I'm with them on that. You know, I took an Uber for a little bit. Sometimes they be late. Sometimes they even show up. So it's like just cut your losses where you can.
Right. I'm not for it. I mean, I get it, but I'm not for it. Not for kids. No, too much.
No,
too much.
No, but mostly for like teenagers and above, but not for the kids. No. But Lexi, I want to hear your opinion on this. So apparently, the world's biggest cruise ship is almost ready.
Oh, I didn't know we had the world's biggest cruise ship. I thought Disney Wind was it, or the Disney cruises. That was just it, and nobody was gonna beat that. That's just, I haven't been on one personally myself, but I know, I've never been on a cruise ship ever, ever. Not to my remembrance, but no, yeah. I mean, props to the person who made it because they gonna make some money. That's for sure.
Listen, they from the images I'm seeing, like they're gonna be in their bag. They're gonna be making their bank for real, for
They
real.
had to bag already if it's the biggest like cruise ship ever. So here we go.
Yep. Also, this is being called the Giant of the Seas. Um, it's Royal Caribbean's international icon of the seas, and it is being expected to set sail in 2024 in October. So this is and then this is being reported by CNN, y'all. But the images, this is basically a cruise ship with like an indoor water park, a garden, like all of that. So listen, are you gonna be on this cruise, Lexi?
I don't know about all that. I mean,
Yeah.
I'd have to see the images for myself. I'd have to check out what the rooms look like, the prices, because you know the price is gonna be something else, and that's the main point. But I'm open to something new. I'm open to it because I'm a water baby. I like to see the sights and all of that. But being on water for X amount of days, I don't know about all that. I don't know.
So the Caribbean is set to set sail on waters on January 24th, and it will comfortably hold about 5,610 passengers and 2,350 crew members. That's a lot of people on the water.
Yeah, that's a lot. I'm sorry for those who like to do that because I just think of the Titanic every time I hear something about a cruise ship, and I get it. We're over that point now,
No,
but
listen,
she
proceed
scared
with
me.
caution.
And she gave me jump scare, so I cannot, not right now. I don't know.
Deborah
Like I
Johnson
love.
says, "I love to cruise. I am already booked on it, and you be surprised on how affordable it is."
Okay, okay.
All
See,
right.
that's on. See, Auntie Latrice said I'm a cruiser. Yeah, yeah. See, she's with me on that. I can't. Your mama's with that.
Listen, yeah, y'all two are definitely alike in terms of safety and in terms of that. But also, let's talk about Threads. You know, Twitter's competitor and Instagram's app Threads. Are you on Threads?
No, no, most definitely not on Threads. No.
But I finally figured out what Threads is. Apparently, it's a text-based app, and already just in the first 5 days, it's achieved 100 million signups just in the first 5 days.
Oh, Jesus. That's a
Yeah,
lot of people. Like, what is that? 100. Somebody do 100 million divided by
a
five.
hundred million. So let's just say in like the first 5 days, that's 20 million people per day.
Woo. Okay.
Just about 20 million people, a day. Dr. Antoinette says, when is the icon leaving? The icon ship is leaving. I know they were still in preparation of that. Let me look back through my notes real quick. The icon ship is setting sail January 24th. January 2024. That's when the icon will be setting sails on his first trip in the water. Kaylani says, I'm scared to go on a cruise.
Huh.
And hey, some people may have a fear of the water, or some people may think of the Titanic. But you know, hey, everybody has their thing. And
Yeah.
also, Doctor Miss Donita says, love cruising. I've never been on a cruise, so you know, I I I'm happy for all of the people who've been on a cruise. Shirley Nicholson yet said used to love cruising, not certain about them now. That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. Um, but yeah, basically, Mama, if you watching, trip to Bahamas, maybe. I don't know. I don't
Now,
know.
she said
We
she probably gonna say you got just how she say you got McDonald's money, you got Bahamas money.
yeah.
That's I already know. Honestly, I got you. It's okay. I already know.
We already know. So let's talk about, well, speaking, going back to Deborah Johnson's comment about, how cruising can be affordable sometimes. Let's talk about, you know, our money and the use of it, right? So for our Well Spoken Wednesday today, Lexi, I'm gonna toss it over to you. What's the topic for our Well Spoken Wednesday today?
So our well spoken Wednesday will be more so being financially stable, but being ready to understand your planning for your future and your pitfalls. There we go. But yeah, well spoken Wednesday. So you can hit the next slide for me. So what is the importance for saving for the future and the pitfalls? So that's a really, really good question. We're on the next slide. Whether going to college or starting a small business, you should always have a safety net financially. So this person, we're gonna call our friend. We're gonna call it Keisha. Keisha, we're gonna go with Keisha. Keisha said, I'm planning to do both, but what is a safety net financially? Being aware of your financial position and asking your banker questions like, where is my nearest bank or my nearest branches? What is the minimum balance requirements? Making a financial plan with your banker. How much money will go into my savings? Is investing into a stock a good idea for me? And should I make quarterly or a monthly budget? So these are great points, Keisha said. Is there anything else I should know? The very important thing for all of us to know that it's okay to ask questions. It's your money. You should know where it's going. And a little tip, don't spend it all at once. Set a balance for yourself. Like for me, my account will never go under so many dollars. It all depends on where you are in your financial, I guess, growth or stability. But just ask your banker, right? So I think that should be the last slide. If not, it's okay. But you can
Quick,
bring me
quick,
back.
quick question though.
Yeah.
When it says, don't spend so I know some people have like this 50-30-20 rule. Is that where that comes into play? Where like you spend 50 on, the necessities, you save about 30% of whatever's left, and you invest the rest of the 20.
That can work for some people, and for some people, like if you're running a business, that may not work so much for you. So the investment part may go towards your business rather than investing into stocks or things of that sort. But I most definitely think the saving part would be good if you're going to a business. But I think college students could look into that. And for college students, you could look at your bank and be like, okay, because banks usually have like a little plan you could set up where it's like, okay, you can only spend this much during this month, and I want you to pay this tax or this student loan for this month, whenever. But most definitely, you could put my face back on there. But most definitely, it doesn't apply to everybody, but it applies to some people. Sure, the 50-30-20 could work for you, but I just think you should most definitely ask the question if that's for sure going to work for you rather than just going for something that works for the general public.
Mm. Now, for someone who is part of the Christian belief, would that 100% be 110? Because in the book it says give God 10%. So if you factor in, I'm being so serious for real.
I know you. Go ahead.
I'm not trying to be funny or anything, but if usually it's 100%. You have your 50, your 30, your 20. That equals 100, right? Stay with me on this. So for the Christian, we always have to tie 10%. So wouldn't that be 110? So I'm just like, where does that come into play, or does it even come into play?
I think it comes into play no matter what you're doing. So as Christians, you gonna tie your 10%. You can make it separate or you could add it into any of your 50, 30, or 20. I mean, if you want to put in your investment, you can. Or if you want to put it in your 30, that's fine too. But I think most definitely always set aside 10% of whatever you make. So it's like when you get you get your check for the month and you take off all the taxes and all those wonderful government financial things you have to deal with. You take 10% of that and you always give it back to God because it's going to be sown right back into you, right? But
Mm-hmm.
our
Mm-hmm.
finances, we'll get to it later with our inspirational message, but your finances you sow into people will come right back to you. So you reap what you sow, right? But
Mm-hmm.
for sure.
Mm.
No, keep it going.
I know I'm hearing you. And I'm also agreeing with what Kim Emerson says. 50-30-20 is a budgeting and savings rule that you can use to manage your money. A lot of young people should definitely know or learn about that rule. And also, do you think that maybe, having having that set budget, for a week or a month, where, if you spend over that, you got to, I don't know, you have to think of a challenge for yourself. But you think that could help a young, someone who's, who struggles with not just saving money, but also how they spend their money.
Right. I think that can most definitely help if you're someone who like struggles with spending over constantly, or you always
Mm-hmm.
think you have enough money, but you come up paying the bills and it's like, okay, I didn't make enough this month. So you need to sit down again, maybe like with your family or just by yourself, it's okay, or with your banker, and sit down and be like, okay, so how much do I need to make now and how much should I be spending? And it also is like a whole self control and self discipline situation too. So it's something you can most definitely pray about and you kind of have to do if you want to be able to like live off of anything that you have. So you can't just go spend everything that you have immediately just because you can say that you have it, right? So not everything you have is meant to be used in the first place. Sometimes you have to save and re-put it into things and repurpose it, right? So like just
Mm.
don't spend it all at one time. Like I'm begging you, like if any young people watch it, just don't spend it all on the Jordans, on the Nike, on the shirts, on the tees, and on all this nice stuff. Spend it on the necessities, I think, first. And then if your wants start to build up, then yeah, you can spend it on a little bit of the wants. But just don't spend it all at one time. Your bank account should be growing while you're spending, is what I'm trying to say.
Mm. A lot of young people need to hear that. Me included. Me included. I'll say that as well. Kim Emerson also referring back to the 110% that I talked about earlier. 10% comes off the top, and then you apply the rule to the remaining.
There we
Okay,
go.
that's a great way to breaking it down. Um, and Latrice Jones says, make it plain and applicable, young people.
Yes, for sure. You know we got you, but yeah, please don't spend it all at one time unless you want to go under. So that's what I was saying earlier about having like that budget. So it's really good to set a monthly budget and know if you can eat out or if you can't eat out. But things of that sort where you can't always get what you want, you have to save up for what you need, right? So there you go.
And the old parents saying, "There's food at the house." Well, mama,
Right.
there's food at the house.
And you begin to learn it as you get older. It's like, oh, looking at my bank account. See, me personally, I'm not a person who likes to spend. Like, it takes me a minute to like want to spend things, and it's different for other
Mm.
kids. But some people just be like, "Oh, I want that. I like that." It's like you gotta think about it. Am I really gonna use that? Am I gonna like it? Am I gonna really? Yeah, because I'm a person who I'll get it sometimes, and sometimes I don't use it, and so I have to start thinking about those things. But I don't really like spending that much. I'm not saying the self care thing. There's a part when it comes to self care. Like I need to
Look,
take care of
come on
myself.
now.
It's okay to splurge from time to time, but they just have self control over your splurging. Auntie Latrice said saving is a flex. Thank you, Auntie. Yes, it is. Saving is a flex. So I like to save. I'm not a huge spend person. So yeah.
Oh, Lexi, thank you for your presentation on this Well Spoken Wednesday. And speaking of which, tying to Well Spoken Wednesday, aren't you doing some like well spoken poetry tonight?
I am. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so tell us about that. What's all the
Oh,
details? What do you?
it's a little open mic night that I'm doing or whatever. So it's gonna be my first one. My first one. So thank you, thank you. It's gonna be my first one. I'll probably be presenting 2 pieces tonight, but it's most definitely gonna be at a cute little coffee shop for sure. I'm like really excited to do it. Nervous as I'll get out, but still trying to figure out what I'm gonna wear. That's the issue. But
Man, listen, you got it. All right, I'm I believe in you. All right, you gonna rock the house. So can you like provide us with like the title of your poem, or is it a song? Like,
it's multiple things. And the crazy part is I haven't even chosen which poems I'm gonna read yet. So I have multiples. I have The Silent Coward. I have
mm,
a reintroduction of myself. I have, Can We Talk About It? I have,
mm,
oh, hold on. Now I'm looking at my notes. How many do I have? Jesus.
You could
I
tie
have a
in
lot.
the let's talk about it too. Let's talk about it. To I don't know. Okay.
It just it's sure. We'll go with that. We'll go with that.
I'm just saying, just a suggestion, just a suggestion.
But yeah.
Miss Marion Jackson says, "Thank you for the presentation." Joe says, "I am everybody." Mike Nicholson said, "Good morning to you, Mr. Mike." He said, "Amazon Prime got everybody money." Kim Emerson says, "Most kids don't want to spend their own money." You ain't lying there.
Okay, because here's the truth though. Because I don't want to. So if I see a dress and it's like $50, I'm like, that's $50 out of my account. Okay, I don't.
But at the same time, it's like, I can make it back.
Like, right, I can make it back. Mind you, I don't have a job, but I will soon. Like, y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all within a week, I'm gonna have a job. So y'all better pray this application.
Manifest that. Come on.
You better catch it. Come on, both hands. I need y'all to pray and manifest that this job will go through and I can start working next Monday. It's gonna be great. Okay. Thank you, Auntie Gail. She said, "Go, Lexi." Thank you. But thank you. I see y'all. But yeah, I'm really excited and hoping that my job starts. So after I start making some bank, I might spend a little bit more, but you know.
You got somebody saying a snippet of the poem of the poem. If you're allowed to, if I don't know if they're like a confidentiality thing or whatnot, but Lexi, please, you already graced us with your singing, last week.
Okay. I'll give you a little bit of the one that I'm contemplating. I don't know yet. I still have to edit and tweak. I'll give you a little bit though. So we don't own the rights to the music. I'm gonna say this right now because it's just who I am. So, can we talk for a minute? Oh, girl, I want to know your name. Oh, can we talk for a minute? Oh, girl, I want to know your name. So, can we talk about the pain? Can we talk about the heartache? Can we talk about the tears, about the fears? Can we talk about how easy it is for people to see and pay no attention to situations that have always been right there? Can we talk about racism? Can we talk about equality? Can we talk about the difference between the seen and the unseen? Can we talk about poverty and how too many are suffering, but not enough there are to take action? Can we talk about the way so many complain, but are the same ones to stand still and do nothing? America has always fallen in and out of line, so much out of line, you forget the last time it was in line. Can we talk about how hard it is to have courage? How hard it is to speak up in a room that's filled with so many voices? Let's not forget about the conversations that go unsaid, the tell me how you really feel conversations. Not saying it's 100% true, but I heard that 90% of communication between humans is nonverbal, so okay. Yeah, so that's a little snippet. That's all.
Lex, come on now. Come on now. Like, come on now. I'm with it. First with the song, and then you say America's so out of line. I don't remember the last time it was in line.
Yep. Yeah.
I need everybody in the chat to give a round of applause to Lexi right now. I need everybody in the chat right now to give a round of applause. That was, in the words of Auntie Gail, straight fire. And that was just a snippet, y'all. That was just a snippet. And you have everybody, loving it. Latrice Jones says, "Can we talk?" with the question marks and exclamation points. Kim Emerson, amazing Lexi, Mr. Vaughn Gardner. Everybody's loving it. And of course, we do not own the rights to that music, but this is the spoken word. The spoken word is the intellectual property of Lexi Williams. So, Lexi, where is the spoken word being at? What time?
For sure. Where's this happening I will most definitely drop the Addy. We'll drop it afterwards. Probably we'll put it under the post for sure. We'll put it, and I'll text you onto the information for sure. I will make sure you got it down. So, and there are multiple other open mic nights that'll be happening throughout the year. So there's one I think that's going to be happening in August, but I can most definitely keep y'all updated. So we're gonna see how it goes though.
Well, listen, we will be praying for you. We will be praying with you. May your poems, songs, whatever you're performing tonight, may speak volumes, not just to the people in the room, but to those who may be, watching, or recording it. Um, that's I prophesize that for you.
Thank
Um,
you.
that was amazing, and that was just a snippet, y'all. Just imagine the real thing. Like just imagine the real thing. Y'all thinking the snaps are gonna happen with just this? Just wait till later on. Listen, I'm gonna be there, Lex.
For
You know.
sure. Sure. It's crazy. The script flips after the fact, so I didn't even get to that part, but we'll see for sure. I'll send. Matter of fact, we'll just do a recording and I'll post it on our News in Motion here, or we can show it live. So it's all. We'll figure it out for sure, though.
Yeah, we'll communicate with the team on that.
For sure.
Miss Yvonne Gardner said thank you for the snippet. Miss Marion Jackson said awesome spoken word, Lexi. Kaylani said the fact that the snippet was powerful and it was just a snippet is crazy. Let, Lexi, you don't understand. You have a gift. You do with your singing, with the spoken word, with your art. Some of the graphics the graphic that y'all saw today. This was made by Lexi. Like this was made by Lexi right here. This well-spoken graphic, and we're gonna have another graphic tomorrow for Throwback Thursday. That was made by Lexi too. So Lexi, you have a gift. You have multiple gifts, and I'm just so proud of you, man. I really am.
You. Thank you. Thank
As we
you.
all are. Like, look at this. Look at the love and the outpouring that you're getting, and that's I feel like young people are kind of like behind the scenes in terms of our gifts and our talents, but it's important that we acknowledge that. So I acknowledge you, Lexi. I acknowledge your gifts,
For sure.
your talents, and just your creativity. Not only as my little sister, but as a person and as a young Black queen. So I give you your flowers. I give you your round of applause.
Thank you. But I'm only half this dynamic duo, so it goes right back to you too. Because they don't know the half of what you be doing. Trying to get this stuff running is crazy. Because y'all be stressing out in the morning sometimes. It's like, oh, we got to start on time, this, that, and the other. He's the one that keeps me locked in and just ready, focused, and ready to go. Like, the energy that I get comes from Isaiah, for sure. Like, his light is just so crazy. Like, when he walks into a room, it's just like everybody can put a smile on their face because it's like, yeah, it's Isaiah. So you already know the energy is about to be crazy, right? So it's like, that's my older brother. So I'm proud of you and I'm excited for what you're about to do with your life and just the next chapter for you. I'm praying for you and I'm here for you, just as the whole News in Motion family is. And as a young Black king, I'm supporting you and keep that crown lifted, sir. So don't tilt it for nobody.
Oh
I'm
no,
walking.
and I mean it's a little adjust. I just gotta adjust it because
Yeah,
I'm on the side.
keep it up so high because
But
your mama
hey,
gonna smack you upside the back of your head, and I'll be the second.
nah, crown never falling. Crown never. We just gotta tilt it, but then never falling. Not as long as we remember our worth and our value. Um, but yeah, man. So that was our Well Spoken Wednesday for today. I hope that you all enjoyed. Lexi, thank you again for not only the national days because everybody loves the national days, but also for that snippet of your spoken word. For those who are able to make it tonight, please let us support our young people. If you're able to make it, we will have the details shortly after the video is posted. You already know I'm pulling up. So, I'll be sure to get, tons of video, all of that. But we Lexi, like I said before, we are proud of you and we are with you on your journey every step of the way. Miss Kim Emerson says, thank you for another great show. You are welcome. Be sure to tune in tomorrow to see, to see the fun side of of me and Lexi. And of course, we're gonna have Mr. Kenny on to talk about sports with Game Over. So tell a friend, bring somebody, bring your plus one. I was thinking about doing little giveaway, a little reward for anybody who brought a friend to tomorrow's show. So bring
Right.
somebody for the Throwback Thursday. Bring somebody for the Throwback Thursday. We might get you a Shell's gift card or something like
Oh,
that.
not
Or something, a gift card to stop. Listen, you never know.
A little
coffee,
Visa
yeah.
gift card ain't gonna hurt nobody. We don't have to make it specific. So you spend your money wherever you, or you can invest, like we've been talking about today. So you never know. Just you
Yeah,
never.
that's so. That's so. That's so. Well,
So
with that being said, we appreciate all the love and support. Be sure to tune in tomorrow here on 7:25 a.m. for the Young People's Takeover Throwback Thursday. It is your boy Isaiah, Lexi Williams, as always. You good, Lexi?
yeah, you like glitched for a real hard second. Sorry, technical difficulties. It's good. That might just be me.
Mm. But with that being said, you know what we say here. Make some bold moves, and we will see you tomorrow. We're out.